There are planets where it literally rains diamonds from the sky. Yeah, you heard that right, real diamonds. Not in fairy tales, not in sci-fi movies, but billions of miles away, in our own solar system. What kind of world could turn air into jewels? Let's take a trip to the most bizarre weather forecast in the universe, where lightning, gas, and crushing pressure create a storm of diamonds. Far beyond Jupiter and Saturn lie two mysterious worlds, Neptune and Uranus. They're called ice giants, not because they're made of ice cubes, but because they're packed with frozen water, ammonia, and methane. Methane is the key here. It's what gives these planets their beautiful blue color. But deep inside, methane doesn't stay peaceful. It gets crushed. Under layers and layers of atmosphere, the pressure grows stronger than anything we can imagine on Earth, millions of times higher than at sea level. Down there, temperatures soar to thousands of degrees. And when that pressure meets methane, something incredible happens. Methane is made of one carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atoms. Under the extreme conditions inside Uranus and Neptune, those atoms start to break apart. The hydrogen floats upward, but the carbon atoms, the same stuff that makes up diamonds, start sticking together. Imagine carbon atoms clumping together, layer by layer, forming tiny, glittering crystals. Now imagine billions of those crystals falling through the atmosphere, growing larger and larger as they fall. That's right, it's literally raining diamonds. Scientists believe these sparkling gems could be as big as pebbles or even boulders by the time they reach the lower layers. And when they fall far enough, they melt again, turning into a sea of liquid carbon. A literal ocean of diamonds inside the planet. Okay, so how do we know all this if we've never been there? Scientists on Earth recreated these extreme conditions in labs using lasers and special chambers. When they blasted methane with intense pressure and heat, they watched carbon atoms turn into, you guessed it, tiny diamonds. These experiments proved that diamond rain is possible, and even likely, deep within Neptune and Uranus. So even though we can't see it directly, the science adds up. Nature's most precious gem is falling like hail in the distant corners of our solar system. Now, before you grab your spaceship and head out to collect space diamonds, here's the catch. Those diamonds are buried under thousands of miles of toxic atmosphere, in places hotter than a blast furnace. Even the strongest spacecraft we've ever built wouldn't survive the pressure long enough to grab a single gem. But imagine if we could. A planet made of diamonds would be worth trillions, and it's not just science fiction. Astronomers have even discovered exoplanets, like one called 55 Cancri A, that might be made almost entirely of diamond. A whole world glittering in the dark, reflecting starlight across space. Diamond rain isn't just cool to think about, it helps us understand how planets form. The fact that carbon turns solid deep within these giants tells scientists about the temperatures, pressures, and chemistry of the universe itself. And maybe, just maybe, it could explain why some planets, including Earth, ended up with the right ingredients for life. In a way, diamond rain shows us that even in the darkest, coldest corners of space, nature finds beauty and order. Think about it. While we're here watching sunsets and thunderstorms, there are storms millions of miles away raining diamonds. Each drop, a glittering crystal born from chaos, falling endlessly through blue clouds we'll never touch. Space isn't just cold and empty, it's a place of wonder, creativity, and extremes beyond imagination. So, next time you look up at the night sky, remember somewhere out there, it's raining diamonds. If that blew your mind, hit that like button, share this with someone who loves space, and subscribe to Life and Nature Matters for more stories that make you see the universe differently. Because, out there, even the storms sparkle.